my buddy. We working hard for this money.
What's up, YouTube Nation? I am Felix Espial III, co-founder and member of the Boys podcast right here, aka Para los Chicos, and right beside me on my left is my best friend, the man, the myth, the mind, and the legend himself behind this YouTube video and channel, Dennis Michael Hogan.
Thank you. What is going on? Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Mr. Felix. Appreciate it as always for you coming on.
Yes, indeed.
And helping me out with this.
Fucking, of course I will.
So, what are you feeling today? What do you want to start off with today? Huh?
I think we should start off with those amazing movie trailers that we been checking out the last few days, huh? Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree too.
Just for the record, guys, a lot of great movies coming out this year. These trailers are amazing, fire, and yeah, can't wait to talk about them with you guys.
Yeah,
buddy.
There were a few this week that we wanted to bring up. Like, first of all, let's start off with the Kraven the Hunter. The movie coming out later on this year at some point. Yeah, so me and Felix just recently watched the trailer for that movie. Mm-hmm. Felix, what is your opinion on Kraven the Hunter?
I will say this. It does have my interest for a few reasons. The trailer itself by Marvel and Sony obviously looks pretty awesome. Big shout out for Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is playing the titular character, Kraven the Hunter. You guys may know Aaron Taylor Johnson from the Kick-Ass movies, all two of them. He just did that fantastic movie, Bullet Train, with Brad Pitt. Oh my God, amazing movie. And also, coming back, this will be his second MCU character, if you guys know him from as his first one, Quicksilver. Freaking amazing, great actor, you know. That guy reeks of, I would say, BDE. I don't know if I want to explain what those three letters stand for, but if you guys know, then you know. And yeah, I'm happy to see him come back and play this Marvel villain. You know, hopefully we'll see him and Tom Holland Spider-Man come together and, you know, start throwing hands. Also excited for Russell Crowe. I love Russell Crowe since the Gladiator himself, you know. If you are not entertained by this awesome trailer, then I don't know what to tell you, Dennis.
Yeah, if this trailer doesn't get your blood pumping about this movie, I don't know what will. By the way, we are not sponsored by Sony for this movie at all. We are just fans who are big fans of Marvel movies in general, I'd say. We're just giving our honest opinion about what we saw on the YouTube. That's about it. So, from one awesome movie to another, Felix, I'd say let's move on to Dune Part 2 with Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya and Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista, you called him out in the trailer.
Josh Brolin.
Mm-hmm,
Other people, I'm sure, other notable names that I'm sure are not coming to my head right now.
From other MCU movies, Stellan Skarsgård, who is the father of two great actors, Alexander Skarsgård, for you guys know him. He played Tarzan in the Legend of Tarzan live-action movie. Amazing. Literally amazing. That guy is a walking beast, and I have seen no reason why he shouldn't be a king of the jungle.
And his other son, Bill Skarsgård, who plays most famously, well, one of his most famous roles is Pennywise in it. Aren't you gonna say hello?
Hey, I think today we're all gonna float down here, aren't we?
Yeah, I know, right?
But yes, the movie here, as the acting lineup shows, it'll be Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, great actress, Josh Brolin, for you guys know him too, Thanos, the Mad Titan. Oh, let's get it. Austin Butler, who is just coming from portraying a great, iconic person for you guys, who we all know him as.
Thank you very much.
Elvis
Presley.
Who he did with that movie with Tom Hanks. Another great person, by the way. Florence Pugh, who, for you guys know, is hopefully taking over for a great actress herself, is taking over the role of Black Widow.
Yep.
Hopefully...
become the next Black Widow, we should say.
Yep. Christopher Walken. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Great guy right there. Great acting.
We need more cowbells.
And yes, the man, the legend, the WWE myth legend himself, Dave Bautista, man of the Batista bomb.
Yep.
Also, who now's whole head looks like a wrinkly nutsack, but you know what? That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Ah, yes, and one more name, so I don't forget. Great Hispanic actor right there, Javier Bardem, and won a few Oscars himself, and plays a pretty good damn villain. Man's got range like nobody else. I always have to put praise on my Hispanic actors. Always. Yes, going back to the trailer itself. The trailer was pretty fantastic. Also putting it out there, guys. Neither of us have seen Dune Part 1.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen
the
original.
New Age Dune. Yeah, I haven't seen the original either.
The original one released in the 80s. Haven't seen it, but hey, we don't know what to expect. But I also read Rebecca Ferguson herself made a statement. Dune Part 2 is already going to be way up there than Part 1.
Ooh.
So that, buckle up, guys. Just buckle up.
Do with that information as you will. But from movie trailers to movies, we actually saw, and Felix, you remember a while back when we saw The Flash with Ezra Miller, the new Flash.
Ezra Miller, the new Flash, and Michael Keaton reprising his much,
and Ben Affleck, somewhat Ben Affleck.
Not trying to crap on Ben Affleck, obviously, but who is Michael Keaton? Who is Michael Keaton?
The Batman.
Of course he is.
Oh yeah.
Of course he is. The movie itself was fantastic.
Yep. Oh my god, amazing.
So many twists and turns inside that movie. I will say, could more have been done? Yes, but the movie itself came out. I'll give it a modest 7 out of 10.
Okay.
7 out of 10.
Fair.
That's being me, honest and modest. 7 out of 10. Ezra Miller, great job acting. It was great to see the story of Barry, and how he got his powers and everything. Now, while I did just praise Hispanics earlier, one thing that does kind of tick me off is they writers, they're gonna do whatever they want. Hollywood TV writers, movie writers, they're gonna do whatever they want. And in the movie, they made this Flash half Hispanic. That doesn't, me being a Flash fan and also coming from a Hispanic family, doesn't really sit well with me. Barry Allen's always been, I don't want to be a color guy, but Barry Allen's always been white, blonde hair or orange hair, whichever the way they want to go with that. And that's all. The only thing I ask for writers is just stick to the comics, man. Give people what they want, and don't fuck shit up for us, all right? Because we have such high hopes you guys are gonna do justice by the comics, and then we see what you guys do, and it's like, well, I guess you don't care.
Yeah.
But that's all. That's my only tiff with the movie. The rest of it, awesome.
I was personally a fan of the movie because I don't know, I just like Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller's always been a good Flash. I would have loved to have seen them. It would have been kind of funny to see some version of Grant Gustin's Flash being there, but I mean, to each his own, I guess.
Well, actually, sorry to cut you off, buddy. Funny that you mentioned that. For those of you guys who don't know, Grant Gustin just finally hung up his outfit as the TV Flash. He is now finally done. After 9 long seasons of playing Barry Allen the Flash on CW, he finally hung up the suit, put the ring up.
That wasn't even a bad show. Like, I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it, but the seasons and the stories were kind of here and there. Grant Gustin is a fantastic actor. Fantastic actor.
Yes.
He is the Flash.
Yes.
He is the Flash. And if he ever could take to the TV to the big screen, that would make my day so much. That would make it so much. But for any of you guys who saw one of his or one of their CW Arrowverse crossovers, there is a scene where Grant Gustin's Flash and Ezra Miller's Flash meet on TV, and that did happen.
Ooh.
That did in fact happen. So it was a very good gift from
CW.
from CW and TV writers to give us that, and that Ezra Miller was able to make that little appearance. That made my day. That made my day. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So we've talked about some good movies that we've seen, or the trailers that we've seen. Let's talk about some maybe not so good movies. And me and Felix recently read an article saying that Captain Marvel is the most hated Marvel movie in America. I can see it. I can see where they're coming from. I personally didn't mind Captain Marvel, but I could also see how people rated it not the best Marvel movie in the world. It was up there with Black Widow. Yeah, it's just Marvel Eternals. I don't know. I didn't see Black Widow or Eternals. I saw Captain Marvel, but I don't know if you can give Captain Marvel the worst. I'd say Eternals was a little bit worse.
yeah. I'm gonna, being that he brought that movie up, for me it's a toss up between the two. Captain Marvel, I get it. They needed to add her in. She is technically a member of the Avengers and everything. Matter of fact, for any of you guys that watched the movie, there wouldn't be no Avengers if not for Captain Marvel. If you guys pay attention, Captain Marvel was the inspiration for the Avengers by Nick Fury. After Nick Fury saw the plane that she flew, Carol Danvers, who is the alter ego for Captain Marvel, her jet in the movie was called a Avenger. So that is where Nick Fury got the inspiration for said name and team. So that's the one thing I'm going to give to Captain Marvel.
Now, this could be biased by me, and I think Eternals is worse than Captain Marvel. This could be some bias because I enjoy Brie Larson movies, like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Knew that was coming.
She was amazing in that movie. She didn't have that much screen time in Scott Pilgrim, but neither did Chris Evans. A bunch of people didn't have that much screen time in that movie. So, but she was still played her character well. So, do I think Captain Marvel should be the most hated MCU movie? It's up to debate. I'm sure you can make an argument that it should be. To me personally, Eternals was worse because there wasn't really that much hype around Eternals. It was like, oh, look at these guys. They're like brothers of famous superheroes or fathers or whatever.
Yeah. Well, going back to Eternals, my best friend here is completely right. Not much hype around it. We got these characters that just come out of the blue. They're eternal gods that have been around in the MCU world since the beginning of time or creation or whatever. Their images have been put down through time as mythological people that humanity has seen, hence why legends are made out of them. They were put in Greek stories, Roman stories, this and that, whatever, and now all of a sudden they're here. Right? They show up right after Endgame. Like, Marvel, throw us a bone here. Where were they when Endgame was happening?
Yeah, what were they doing? Were they stuck in stone? Were they frozen in carbonite like Han Solo?
No.
What were they doing?
And from what I've been looking up what I looked up on the movie when it was coming out, they had to stand by, basically. They had to stand by and just watch because they are considered gods and they could not technically interfere in the affairs of mankind unless it was in a Eternals level threat coming to the world, nay, the universe. And the only thing that was really, I guess, what Marvel was trying to pique everybody's interest in is that there is a scene in the movie that's considered the first ever on-camera filmed sex scene in the MCU. Like, really?
Nobody cares.
Really?
Guardians just had the first F-bomb in MCU.
To be fair,
I was excited for that movie and it was pretty funny, honestly.
It was so funny, and wow, another movie we're gonna add to the list right here. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, amazing movie.
Yep.
It was great to see a good story, put a lot of focus not just on the team, but Rocket Raccoon. If y'all didn't cry during that movie, you need to get looked at by a professionally licensed doctor, because what the hell.
Spoiler warning, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
kind of forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Yes, for any of you, it is a story about the team and some more focused on Rocket.
It's a really good story. If you haven't seen it yet, I suggest, and I think I speak for Felix when I say we suggest that you go see it as soon as possible. From one Marvel movie to another, Deadpool 3 is coming out, and
2025.
We get the news that Jennifer Gardner is going to be coming back as Elektra.
Oh my God! To add to that little thing right there. Yes, Deadpool 3 coming out 2025 will be starring not only Ryan Reynolds coming back as the title character Deadpool. You can't have Deadpool without Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is in fact Deadpool. He will be starring alongside an iconic MCU actor, a Marvel actor himself, who's played this character since, believe it or not, since the time I was born in 2000. The movie came out, I believe, a month or two after. X-Men character Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackman.
Oh.
I was so happy when this amazing friend of mine sent me a little joking but true clip of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman sharing, fun time at Ryan Reynolds' house. Ryan Reynolds asking Hugh Jackman, "Hey, do you want to play Wolverine again, Hugh?" And Hugh walks by and just goes, "Yeah, sure, Ryan." Also, to add more good news to that movie, for any of you guys who haven't seen yet, Hugh Jackman will be wearing the iconic yellow and blue Wolverine outfit in Deadpool 3. So it has been, not once have we ever seen him that. Not saying none of his outfits he wore in the other X-Men movies or Wolverine movies were trash. They were definitely not. But to see him in this outfit and to what it's coming out to look like, I can't wait. I can't wait, and I'm sure true Marvel or X-Men fans can't wait to see it either. So yeah, can't wait. 2025 can't get here any sooner.
Right, that part. So, yeah. So Felix, with that, and with our excitement at an all-time high, do you want to start with our little segments for the show?
Yeah, I believe I'm going to let my best friend take the lead on segments right now, since I know he has something very interesting that he would like to talk about with y'all. Go for it, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. So for my segment, I wanted to bring up something that, and if you watch this and you're follow MMA that much, you'll know that Dana White just announced one of the biggest fights that could be made possible in MMA. And that, of course, is the greatest UFC fighter of all time, Mr. John Bowen Jones, taking on the greatest heavyweight of all time, Mr. Stipe Miocic. Oh my God, this is going to be a banger. For a long time, this has been rumored since March of this year, when John came back and won the belt. It was rumored that it was going to happen. Now, a while back, the rumor was kind of died down. It was rumored to be Sergey Pavlovich in John Jones next, because of, I guess, Stipe's interest, or Stipe not signing the contract, I guess. But during International Fight Week this past week, we got the announcement. We finally, oh my God, finally, the announcement we've all been waiting for. John Jones, Stipe Miocic, UFC 295 in Madison Square Garden, one of the most famous arenas in the world. Probably the most famous arena in the world.
Famous venue all around. But sorry, continue, buddy.
But nevertheless, you have John Jones, Stipe Miocic. Stipe, greatest heavyweight of all time. Only heavyweight to defend that title successfully more than twice. 2 times. John Jones, greatest UFC fighter of all time. Whose favorite sparring partner, funny enough, is his own wife. John Jones, greatest UFC fighter of all time.
Sorry, everybody.
Beating a lot of the greats. Like
Sorry,
Daniel
everybody.
Cormier. The man has done it all, including cocaine.
Okay.
The man has done everything.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yes, don't do no drugs. Also, don't pull a John Jones and get drunk and get behind the wheel of your car. But on a real note, John Jones, greatest fighter of all time. Some would argue that GSP was a lot better, or Anderson Silva. I would argue John Jones because you look at the resume of guys he's beaten. Dominic Reyes, Cyril Gane, Alexander Gustafsson twice, Daniel Cormier twice, Glover Teixeira, Shogun, Rampage, Rashad, Lyoto Machida, Chael Sonnen. You name top light heavyweights back in the early 2000s, and then like even like 2018, I want to see. 2018, 2019, he's beaten them. He is the man. And for him to finally fulfill this dream matchup that we thought, some of us thought we would never see in the world, him against Stipe Miocic. And for that to happen finally, and I mean, you couldn't think of a better place to hold this fight. Maybe Vegas, but Madison Square is a big market. So to hold a fight like that in a special arena is just, guaranteed magic's gonna happen. Enough for my segment. Now, let's talk to the man himself, my amazing co-host, Mr. Felix Manuel Despialta. Third!
Yeah.
There's been 3 of these Felixes.
I know.
Crazy.
They had to stop at number 3 because I'm just too great for them. They needed me to walk this earth as great as my predecessors. Okay, for my segment, guys, we are still on the subject of movies. And one movie that I am very, very, very open and excited for. This is not a Marvel movie, but just a good old biographical thriller film. Oppenheimer, which is being directed, and also the movie itself being written by Christopher Nolan. I have loved Christopher Nolan's films. Every single Batman film he's ever made starring Christian Bale, The Dark Knight will always be at the top, hands down. I'm sure anyone watching this is definitely going to agree. Just put their hands up and be like, fuck yeah. Heath Ledger, may he rest in peace. Great, great Joker. The best Joker of all time. Live on film. Hands down. Sorry. And yes, all his other works, most commonly that I can remember, Interstellar, starring Matthew McConaughey, for when he took a trip into a black hole. Fucking Christ, was that such a good movie. Brought tears to my eyes. But yes, the movie Oppenheimer will be starring so many. The lineup for actors and actresses in this movie is crazy good. Crazy good. The star himself playing Oppenheimer, Cillian Murphy. For those of you guys who may know Cillian Murphy, you guys may know him from Christopher Nolan's previous films, who actually, Cillian is best friends with Nolan himself, has played the Scarecrow in almost every Christian Bale Batman movie. Every single one. He was the villain, played the villain in the first film, second, 3, all of them. Emily Blunt, who did a fantastic job in the movie The Quiet Place, starring alongside her fantastic husband, John Krasinski. man from The Office, as you guys know. Fucking, oh my god, the list just keeps going, guys. Matt Damon, who I know for a fact dominated in this movie, starring alongside, may he rest in peace, legendary comedian actor Robin Williams. Good Will Hunting, fantastic movie, and fantastic actor. And another legend himself, known from Marvel movies. Actually, the starting actor and the guy behind, I would say, or one of the guys behind MCU himself, RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., will be playing in this movie as well. Brought her up earlier, guys. Florence Pugh, the new Black Widow, she will be in this movie as well. Beautiful woman, beautiful, great acting, range like nobody's business. Love it. Josh Hartnett, mostly I can remember him from The Faculty and 30 Days and 30 Nights. Both pretty awesome movies, horror movies, action movies. Casey Affleck, younger brother to Ben Affleck. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me.
Yeah.
Got a little distracted. Casey Affleck, younger brother to Ben Affleck. For those you guys don't know, plays Batman. Casey Affleck, I haven't seen many of his films, but I know for a fact he's got some good acting range. Rami Malek, known for playing, just came out as the first Egyptian actor to win an Oscar. Played Freddie Mercury in his movie Bohemian Rhapsody, documentary or film based off of Queen. And Kenneth Branagh, who I know is an old school actor, and my God, the name himself I know comes with many movies, and I just can't wait, guys. I just can't wait. I am insanely excited. But yes, the movie has grown a lot of interest and following, and I'm hoping when it comes out and releases, the critics do it justice by it, and I'm stoked. Can't wait to see Cillian Murphy kill this role as he did in Peaky Blinders. Another great show, by the way.
That was a great segment. That was really good. So, our last story of the podcast, I want to talk about a little TikToker known as Bryce Hall. And he's making his BKFC, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, taking the gloves off this time. And he's making his BKFC debut in August to fight this 2-0 professional actual fighter. He's, in his own words, not going to do a Jake Paul and fight retired UFC fighters. The guy he's fighting, his name is Guy Perez. He's a 2-0 bare knuckle pro. So, this should be interesting. Felix, I gave you 30 seconds. I think we all know how this is about to go down. Bryce is about to get knocked out.
Bryce is gonna get his ass handed to him, and I don't see any. This is gonna be fun to watch, though.
I don't know about Felix, but I'll pay my money to see Bryce just get walked out like a bitch.
I mean, Bryce is in the corner of Jake Paul, so if anything, I'll probably have to watch it, just like I saw the Tommy Fury and Jake Paul fight. Even though the win was by decision, I was happy to see Jake Paul get his ass handed to him. But yes, Bryce will definitely get his ass handed to him because he has made the poor choice of going after somebody who already has experience in this particular category of fighting. And bare knuckle, holy shit. You must be a real big dumbass to go from TikToking and making videos to fighting, which you have. I don't know if you have any experience of, or you've either done some street fights you don't wish to be put out there, but what are you doing, pal?
By the way, let me correct myself. G. Perez, he's 3-0. He's 3-0 in bare knuckle boxing.
That just makes it worse.
That does not help Bryce Hall's case. I'm sure Perez is going to be a big betting favorite on this fight. And the odds makers, I'm sure the odds makers will know what they're doing when they bet. When they put odds on this fight, but Bryce Hall, dude. You just... I'd be shocked if Bryce Hall wins. Even, like, looks good. Because you're facing a pro... an actual pro who's had multiple fights doing what you're about to make your debut doing. So, why are you doing this, Bryce? Why? This will be fun. That's... Felix, do you have any more thoughts on it, or no? You have any more thoughts on this?
Mainly, I guess one extra thought I'll give is that, just again, Bryce, what are you doing, man? I have no general knowledge of you fighting anyone at all professionally. Actually, no, that's a lie. Wasn't Bryce Hall the one to come from a fight against Austin McBroom?
Yep.
The other famous video maker slash TikToker?
And got murked inside 2 rounds?
Oh yeah, that's right. Bryce, my man, if you can't even handle a guy who's known for posting about his family and everything together on YouTube and making videos with his beautiful wife and everything, and that dude, mostly known for playing basketball, and he rocked you within 2 rounds of the match, buddy.
He finished you within 2 rounds of the match, buddy. Yeah, so, no. There ain't no chance. I'd be shocked if Bryce even gets out of the first round with this guy. Let's be honest here. Now, the rounds are 3 minutes long, but I'm still going to be shocked if Bryce Hall gets out of the first round with this guy.
Yeah.
Felix, you ready for the outro?
Oh, man. Unfortunately so. Well, guys, thank you for sitting with us and, having to take the time to listen and talk with us.
Yeah.
You guys have anything to say, please write in the comments below. Like, subscribe.
Comment.
Please.
Turn those bell notifications on so you don't miss a video.
Please.
Because we try to make these every Sunday. I try to get them out like every Monday maybe. I don't know. Might come out today. Who knows? We'll see. Might come out today, July 9th. Might come out tomorrow, July 10th. Who knows? We'll see. But definitely turn on that bell so you keep up to date when we do post our videos. So, if y'all have fun, please, like he said, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you feel is necessary. We're not asking you to pay money to subscribe to us. Subscribing on here is free, and you can cancel anytime you don't like. So please, thank you, and we're out!
Peace!
My buddy.